Why do I feel behind as soon as Monday starts? The strange thing about Mondays is that the feeling shows up before the evidence does. You haven't missed anything yet. Nothing's gone wrong. Your calendar isn't overflowing. Your inbox isn't on fire. And still, almost immediately, you feel behind. Not rushed, not overwhelmed, behind. That distinction matters because behind isn't about volume. It's about position. It's the sense that time has already moved forward and you're stepping into it late, even though you arrived exactly when you were supposed to. That feeling doesn't come from the work itself. It comes from how time reassembles. Over the weekend, time loosens. It spreads out. Even if you stay busy, your attention isn't being pulled forward in sequence. You can start something, stop midway, switch directions, or do nothing at all without consequence. Time doesn't insist that one thing must follow another. The future stays soft. Then Monday arrives and compresses everything at once. Suddenly the week is visible again, not as individual days, but as a single block. 5 days appears in front of you simultaneously. Expectations reattach. Responsibilities reconnect. Tasks that were mentally offline come back online together. Nothing new was added, but everything returned at the same time. That compression is what creates the feeling. Your system isn't reacting to workload, it's reacting to reassembly. Obligations that were scattered reconnect all at once, and that reconnection feels like delay. It feels like you're late to something that already started moving. You notice it the moment you open your inbox. Messages don't feel urgent yet, but they feel waiting. They carry a quiet expectation that you should already be in motion. You scan your calendar and see the week stacked ahead of you. Meetings, deadlines, tasks, none of them are overdue, but all of them are now present. That presence is interpreted as being behind. Most people misread this moment. They assume it means they failed to prepare. They tell themselves they should have done more of the weekend. They replace Sunday with the sense that something was missed, even if nothing was required. The story feels convincing because the feeling is immediate, but it's the wrong explanation. Nothing slipped. Nothing was dropped. Nothing is overdue. What you're feeling is the cost of re-entry. During the work week, momentum usually builds itself. One message leads to another. One task creates direction for the next. You don't have to decide where to aim because the day pulls you forward. Motion reduces choice. On Monday morning, that motion hasn't started yet. You're stationary while the entire week is already visible. Standing still in front of a moving schedule creates the illusion of lag. It feels like the week is ahead of you and you're catching up to it, even though you're exactly on time. But lag only exists once motion begins. That's the part most people miss. Before movement, there is no behind. There's only stillness in front of sequence, and sequence hasn't restarted yet. This is why the feeling concentrates at the very beginning of the day. Before the first response, before the first task, before the first decision locks you into direction. You're being asked to face the whole week before you've taken the first step into it. And choice is heavier than motion. Choice requires commitment. Motion creates commitment. That's why planning harder doesn't help here. Listing tasks doesn't help. Optimizing the week doesn't help. Those actions increase visibility without restoring movement, which actually intensifies the sense of being behind. The cleaner move is initiation. No catching up, no getting ahead, no solving the week. Initiation. One response that fully closes instead of staying open. One task that clearly begins instead of being hovered over. One action that turns time back into sequence instead of mass. One motion starts, something shifts. The compression releases. Monday stops feeling like it's stacked on top of Friday. Tuesday moves out of the way. The week stops pressing forward all at once and starts unfolding one step at a time. That's why this feeling usually fades by mid-morning without explanation. You didn't solve anything. You didn't catch up. You didn't become more disciplined. You just entered the week. The real risk isn't feeling behind on Monday. It's believing that feeling is evidence. If you interpret it as a failure, it colors the entire day. You rush when you don't need to. You apply pressure where none is required. You treat normal reassembly as a personal shortcoming. But if you recognize it as a transition signal, it passes cleanly. So if you feel behind as soon as Monday starts, understand this. You're not late. You're not unprepared. You're not failing. Your system is reconnecting to time. Start one thing. Let sequence return. Let motion organize the week instead of trying to outrun it. This is Fish Motivates. Take what matters, leave the rest behind.